Hello, fellow midlifers. My name is Millie Whitehead, and together with my team at The Leap, I am the girl responsible putting together our midlife leaps. Now, I know a lot of you signed up for the webinar the last few Fridays, and for one thing or another, couldn't make it. If anything like me, it's probably because you simply forgot. Anyway, I've been asked by the marketing team to put this little recording together, which I have to say does feel a bit odd because I'm talking to myself, which perhaps isn't that odd because that is quite a regular occurrence. Anyway, I'm here just to talk about the midlife leaps, why they're so special, and why you should join one. So to start off with, a bit of background. I set up the Leap with my husband, Guy, about 20 odd years ago. We have been really specializing the majority of that time in gap year travel, and we moved into the midlife sphere just before COVID. Kind of happened by accident. I went to Namibia with a group of friends and thought, oh God, this is really good. Maybe we should do this. And I've been midlife leaping ever since. Why are the leaps so special, and why am I starting to sing from the rooftops and telling everybody that they haven't lived until they've gone on one? Well, quite simply, they are unique experiences in the world of travel. We can build these unique experiences because, unlike other travel companies that use destination management companies overseas to put their tours together, staying in hotels and tours and blah blah blah, we don't. Our partners at The Leap are local NGOs and gorgeous families who live abroad, live in these countries. And it is through their projects that gives us unique access to local communities in far and away, far off the beaten track locations. So you are not going to feel like a tourist, you're going to feel like a traveler, you're going to feel like an explorer, and at the same time, you are going to contribute to the people that you meet. For example, in Kenya, our partners there are Des and Tilda Bowden. They run Oceans Alive, which is a pioneering marine conservation project, which has been copied now all over the world with how they go about marine conservation. And their unique way of doing it is you can't make a difference to the coral unless you've got all the local communities on side. So our leap experience, our leapers, whether they're gap, under 18s, schools, or midlifers, all go out to live with Des and Tilda. Through them, they allow us to help, literally, underwater gardening with the coral, but at the same time, we are in amongst the local community. We are giving them and showing them and building for them gardens, cookers, new guttering, inspiring ideas, all of which have the aim to make them less reliant on fishing so that the coral can grow. For example, the little stoves that we build, the Gico stoves, these work on the kind of same principle as a mini Aga. I mean, who knew? But they're so clever. They're no bigger than a sink. And what they do is we build them little kind of concrete things with two holes on the top with a fire burning underneath. But what you don't need to use as much, as opposed to an open fire, you don't need to use as much wood, helps with the deforestation. And it can really burn up a good flame and get hot. So now they can fry their fish. So instead of having to fish every day and then it goes off, they can now fry their fish. So the fish lasts several days. Ta-da! Clever, eh? But what this means is through the experience, you have the chance to go into local communities, living and breathing local life, which is a real privilege and a very humbling experience. So that's how we are able to deliver our unique experiences. And within each unique experience, I have curated the itinerary around the three pillars of culture, challenge, and contribution. The contribution we have just described, that is living, that is helping, who are our project NGOs with their project. But the challenge, now this is really important for us midlifers, because when was the last time we were challenged? Kind of physically, mentally. And I'm not talking, well, in Peru, you are physically challenged because I'm asking you to trek over, 4,200 meters high on the way to Machu Picchu. But in Kenya, for example, the challenge there is maybe, well, the accommodation is not going to be 5-star, it's more 3-star, but it's cozy and nice and just gorgeous. But it's working in the heat as opposed to lying on a sun lounger. And also the challenge of going with a team of people that you have never met before. Now, for most people, that is the biggest challenge. And I suppose for me, it is one of my big challenges too. I'm off to Colombia in a couple of weeks' time with a group of 12 people, half of whom I've never met. And I do think, I get a little bit weird just before I get into it at Heathrow Airport. But within 24 hours, oh my God, you're sharing everything. We're kind of midlifers. What are we going to lose? It's like, put your cards on the table. Let's overshare. And that we do. And there's great joy that comes with that. So, in a nutshell, because fear of waffling to myself and the camera, that is how the Leap stands apart. They are anything between 10 and 12-day programs wrapped around the 3 pillars of contribution, challenge, and culture, traveling with a team of people. I think they're pretty special because I know people really, I've seen people kind of fly through these experiences. The group that I took to Peru before Christmas, yeah, it was tough. We got hit by the rain. There was a moment when I had a little cry in the tent because all my clothes got wet. But the camaraderie of that team kind of picks each other up, really strengthens everybody, really, I don't know, they're really powerful experiences. And I say to you, come on, look out in that weather. Just say to yourself, do I need, could I really benefit at this stage with my life? It is the kind of mid-years, but who says 50s, 60s, and you 30s, 40s? We've got so much to offer. I think we stand forth, take the big leap, and just go for it. So if any of you are thinking, this sounds like for me, not sure, just get in contact. And Zoe and I will talk you through the pros and cons of why, how, and yes, you should take the leap. Over and out. Speak to you soon.